In this stage, we are going to talk about methods or functions in Ruby. We have seen them before, but now we are going to talk a little bit about methods in Ruby. We have called methods up until this point, like the puts method, like print, like gets, and all those are methods. Even operations, math operations, like the plus, like minus, and multiplication, all those are methods. So methods is a piece of code that has a name. So you execute a piece of code but calling it, and you call it through its name. So let's make a test here. So how you can see, I called the puts, and puts is a method in Ruby, and I passed one argument that is the argument that needs puts in order to work. It needs a string or something to print to the screen. So it printed and returned nil. This symbol here, when you call the method from the Ruby console, it's the symbol. It's called a hash rocket, and it means the return of the function, what the function returned. In this case, puts returned nil. Let's try something right now. I'm going to create a new file in okay, select the folder, and let's create a new file. I'm going to create here these methods.rb. Let's open it, and once opened, I'm going to create a method. The way for create methods in Ruby is using the keyword def. Then you can assign the name of the function or the name of the method. In this case, I'm going to call it math op, and then we close it using the keyword end. As you can see, the workspace is helping us indenting the code. Now we can do whatever we want inside of this function. So let's make something really simple. Plus and plus 2 plus 2. Okay, I'm going to save, and let's call it. Let's get out of our Ruby console, and let's call it Ruby methods.rb. As you can see, anything happened because this function was defined, but we have never called it. So we can call it just type in its name. Here we are calling the function or method. I forgot to print it. Print. Okay. Print. So let's see what happened. Okay, so it printed here the 4. So let's add a line break here. Okay. Okay, sorry, this is not the right way. We have to interpolate this. Okay, so I call here the method, and the method is going to add 2 plus 2, and then print it here. It must work now. So let's see. Alright, so now we have here the result of add 2 and 2. In Ruby, when we make math operations, we are also calling a method. I'm going to show you how is the way Ruby handle. So let's get inside of our Ruby console again. When I do 2 plus 2, Ruby knows that it is an addition, but we are calling a method for the 2, so we can call 2 dot sign plus 2, and it's gonna be the same result. As you remember, we were calling methods with the dot when we were working with hashes and arrays. So right now, if you work with numbers have these methods to multiplication, as you can see, and you call the method using the dot when you are calling it for one object, like with arrays and something like that. But not always you need to call it using an object. In this case, we just call it because this method does not receive any parameter and is not applied to any object. It's just a method. It's a method itself. This was a short introduction to the methods in Ruby. But next lesson we're going to talk about method arguments. It is possible to pass variables into the methods we write. When a method is given a list of variables to work with, those variables are called arguments. We're going to talk in depth about that topic the next lesson. So far, we have a quiz for you, so don't forget to take a short quiz for practice the concepts you learned in this lesson. As always, don't forget to follow me on Bastimolandi on Twitter, follow Race Karate on Twitter too, follow Race Karate on Facebook. Always keep an eye on racekarate.com where you will find the transcript of this video, and thanks for subscribing to our channel. See you next lesson.